Hey, it's 123 Go on Z here, and today I'll be talking about Cuties, the abomination Netflix released earlier this week. I understand that there are some questionable content in this movie, and I was fully aware of that when I came into it, and in fact, I didn't even want to watch this movie, but only did so because of a bet. And I'm sorry, but as a man of my fucking word, if I say I do something, I'll fucking do it, man. And god damn, do I regret watching this film. Fuck, where do I begin? How about the premise, okay? Which, I'll be honest, actually had some promise. I know, right? Like, what the fuck? Promise? The hell? Look, let me explain. I'm by no means trying to defend this movie. Truthfully, I think it's trash. But credit where credit is due. I'll try to be fair, despite my general hate towards this thing, but the opening 20 minutes did a decent job of setting up the film in my mind. Amy, the main character, is seemingly uncertain with her life, which is fair since as a child, she's at that stage where she'll begin to want to discover herself, explore what her passions are. She stumbles upon another girl and is immediately curious as to what those weird bodily movements were. Yeah, I know, it's dancing, but I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you, Chief. I don't think that's dancing. At least, not with my lard ass, who can barely jiggle on the dance floor. Okay? Anyway, she's curious as to what that is and becomes more and more interested as she continues to interact with the Cuties, a group of girls who, quote unquote, dance for a hobby. However, because of her family, she has to struggle with the fact that her father is marrying another woman, which I think is a case of polygamy going on. I don't know. And anyways, God, this has a disrupting effect on her home life, and she begins to focus on joining the Cuties because of it. Now, like I said, credit where credit is due, so the start of the movie isn't that bad. In fact, it was my favorite part of the damn thing. The problem is everything after that! Very few of the characters are likable. Every time Amy and the girls show up, I literally groaned in frustration because they continually tested my patience with their idiotic shit. Don't get me wrong, having a passion is a good thing, and striving for that is commendable. But the way these girls acted did nothing but annoy me. There were only two characters I actually liked, that being Amy's younger brother, Ishmael, and a no-name security guard of all things. Ishmael is obvious. He's an innocent little being, and I love him for that. And the other guy? I partly empathized with him because instead of doing his job, that being calling the police and informing the cutie's parents that they did something wrong, he didn't want to ruin the girls' happy mood when they learned that they were accepted into a competition they've been working hard to enter. So he lets them go, knowing that they did no real harm. I could relate to that. Those are the only two good characters I found. Everyone else was. I'll say it outright. I fucking hate Amy. Like, look, okay, she started off mildly interesting, but as the film progressed, I just grew to despise her. Seriously, she becomes such a bitch that it's a wonder anyone thought this character. Nah. This piece of trash could hold the spotlight for the entire duration of a film without pissing someone off. Because she is not a good kid. I understand that as a character, she's a child and making questionable decisions is something every kid does. But I can't for the life of me find anything redeemable about her. She steals from her mother to buy clothes for friends who aren't even good friends, steals her father's phone, and refuses to give back what was rightfully his before sending, get this, a pic of her cooch onto the internet, and oh yeah, nearly kills somebody by pushing them into a river! What in the absolute fuck? Why, Netflix? Why? This piece of shit of a person does plenty of dumb things I fucking hate. Fuck it! This entire movie does a lot of things I fucking hate. Disregarding the obvious issue of scantily clad underage girls dancing erotically. And oh god, I am going to hell because I saw some underage tits. Fuck me, dude. This movie, this fucking movie, has the audacity to be the most boring piece of shit I have ever had the displeasure of watching. Not even Rise of Skywalker bore me this much, and that's saying something. It meanders and goes nowhere, ending with Amy not achieving any goal. Maybe, and I cannot stress that enough, maybe the events helped her to fully mature and come to a better understanding of herself, like a movie of self-discovery. But that's a major stretch, because apparently the purpose of this movie was to show the horrors of sexualizing children. And I'm no writer, so my critique can be easily dismissed. However, the apparent theme is hardly ever present in Cuties. In fact, it being an issue is never directly brought up at all. We are merely expected to know what this movie is about. And I'm sorry, but the way it was handled, that is some weak-ass directing. Because I did not feel disgust. I felt rage. Not at the 11-year-old ass being presented to me, but at the story and its lack of actual value. I gained nothing from this experience. Certainly not entertainment. Look, if you found this movie entertaining, I'll raise my eyebrows to you because I found it to be absolutely dull. Like I said, even if we forget the massive elephant in the room, sexualizing little girls, this movie just isn't good. Maybe it's because I'm not its target audience, and thank God for that, but seriously, I don't understand how you can defend this film. It does have underage girls performing things that are highly disturbing, and for that alone, Cuties deserves all the ridicule it's getting. But to be absolutely fair, I bothered to watch this garbage to see if there was any merits to it. Unfortunately, I personally found none. So take the words of some random guy on the internet and do yourself a favor. Do not watch this movie. It's disgusting. But more than that, it's a waste of your time. Thanks for watching. 123 Gohan Z out.